What's good, y'all? It's your boy HB. Gonna change it up today a little bit. Usually I do a lot of period analysis type shit, you know what I'm saying? But do a little product review of a piece of equipment that I use in training and boxing. You know, there's a few things to note here. Look, you use this review to the best of your ability. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not bought. I'm not paid for. You know, I'm not getting products under the table to tout somebody's brand or company. And even if I did, that would be one of the first things I tell a brand or company that's sponsoring me. Like, hey, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be fucking honest. That was one of the things I hated first starting off, going on YouTube, looking at different channels, boxing channels, especially about apparel or gear. And you wouldn't get an honest assessment. You know, you would listen to this person talk about, oh, check out these Rival boxing gloves. They're fucking amazing. They're fucking phenomenal. Maybe they are. I've never really used Rival. But, they would blow this company and brand up. But at the bottom of their YouTube video, they would have a link, to the company that's sponsoring them or giving them products under the table to tout their company or business. And it's just like, well, that's not really an honest assessment. I mean, of course you're going to say nice things about a brand or company when they're offering you money or free products, or some referral system. So it should be noted here, look, I'm giving you the real deal. This is how I feel. The company I'm about to talk about is a big company in boxing. I really don't give a shit if they don't like what I say or they see this video and they start bitching or whatever the case may be, or don't want to sponsor me in the future or whatever the case may be. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest. That was one of the most frustrating things when I first started off in this game. People just giving me bullshit fucking reviews. It was annoying. But, it also should be noted that, look, this is my opinion. If it works for you, then fucking great. If it doesn't, scrap it out for yourself, but keep it in the back of your mind to reference. Because, obviously this is our own little community in the boxing world, and especially as competitors. Even though it may not work for you, you want to keep it in the back of your mind, because when you're with your peers, somebody who's novice, or maybe somebody who's better than you or around the same level, or maybe you're with a trainer and you're trying to share some knowledge or information, it might work for the next person. So it might work for me, might not work for you, but if you keep it in the back of your mind and say, you know what, I've heard somebody try this product and they fucking loved it. Maybe you should try it, and it might work for them. So it's important to understand that I don't believe in a one-size-fits-all, especially when it comes to sports. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different mentality. Everybody has different physical attributes. Everybody has a different style. And especially when it comes to equipment and gear, certain equipment and gear may help you facilitate what you do best, or may not help you do what you do best. So everybody should understand that. All this is it's knowledge and information. May not be the best knowledge for you, but it's good to have it nonetheless, So that's where I wanted to start. Don't take all this shit too seriously. We're all to me, I look at this channel as a channel for collaborating, sharing what we're interested in and passionate about, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, sharing opinions. That's what this is about. To me, that's my goal and objective, just to build a real and honest community of boxing fans and competitors. What good is it if I get into this game and I'm not trying to improve it, share my knowledge, or make it easier for others as they're coming up? Because at the end of the day, I want to see the sport grow and improve. It's done so much for me in my life, and I hope it does a lot for others. But I digress. Let's get into it, man. Cleto Reyes boxing glove. It's more so for training and hitting the bag. Obviously, it has the strap. It's 16 ounces. not my favorite glove. I'm going to be honest. This is a very popular glove. It's a Mexican brand. A lot of people use it. It should be noted, another thing that should be noted, I'm talking specifically about this product, okay? I don't want to speak in general about Cleto Reyes because there's other products that I use of theirs that I fucking love, and I'll make a video about that product later. But, this is the 16-ounce bag and training glove, okay? I'm not speaking for every other product. I may like a 14-ounce Cleto Reyes glove, or a 12, or maybe a 18-ounce. It might feel significantly different for whatever reason, okay? That's important to understand. The product might feel significantly different with a few adjustments. This is about this specific product, okay? I want to make that clear. I'm not speaking about Cleto Reyes in general of all their products. I'm not saying that to save face or anything. I'm just being genuinely honest, because if I move up to 18-ounce glove, I might love it. If I go to a 12-ounce glove, I might love it. If I try the glove for actual boxing matches, used for actual boxing matches, it may be phenomenal. I'm just speaking about this specific product and my experience with it. I may have just gotten a shitty product handed to me, right? It's just a one-off. But, that's how it goes sometimes. All right. So, I'll start off with the shitty things about this particular glove. I've had a few pair of Cleto Reyes, all training gloves. I actually had my first pair given to me for free by my trainer. And like a dummy, when I was first starting, I didn't know that Cleto Reyes was this big brand in boxing, and I didn't have a bag when I first started off, so I'd go look for a tree, put a yoga mat around it or some sort of cushion, tape it, and I'd start wailing at the tree. And sometimes I'd even just hit the tree with the bark, nothing to wrap around the tree, and I'd be punching with a Cleto Reyes glove that's roughly around like over $100, up to $150, maybe even more sometimes. And I would use these gloves to hit a tree when I first started off. I didn't know any better. And obviously these gloves aren't designed to hit tree bark or punch trees. You know what I'm saying? So obviously I wore that first pair of Cleto Reyes down to the fucking cushion to where it was coming off. But, I had two other pairs after that, and this is one of them. I don't really like this glove. I don't. First off, for the price I paid for it, this shouldn't happen right here. The cushion of the glove shouldn't be showing. The paint shouldn't be scaling like it is right here and peeling off. Granted, I've taken care of these gloves, and obviously you should know that. I'm not treating them like shit. I haven't been punching trees with these, and I keep them in a pretty controlled climate when I'm done with them. So it's not like I treat these like shit. It's important, it's like shoes. It's like a pair of shoes. It's important to take care of the glove when you're done using it, because if you don't take care of it, then obviously it's going to fall apart. But I've taken pretty good care of these, and I'm disappointed with the quality. And this is supposed to be a glove known for its quality, especially at the price point. That's why I would make it very clear right now. If you're first starting off, if you're an amateur and you're looking for some training gloves, yes, you want to pay up. In my opinion, you want to pay up, okay, to get a quality product. But you don't have to pay over $100 to get the job done. Like the price point, if I were you, I'm paying for a glove around 60 all the way up to 100. 80 is usually that good price point to where you're going to get good quality, okay, in a glove. And maybe even better than this, in my opinion. There's plenty of $80 gloves that I have that are way better than this. They feel better. They have lasted me a long time. And I'm just very disappointed with the quality, especially this being a Mexican glove. It's a big company and a brand. This glove should be in way better condition than what it has offered me. Another thing that's bothered me, and I noticed with all three Cleto Reyes training gloves that I've had, the padding tends to overlap. It comes apart after you start using it a little bit. Like this thumb chamber overlaps over the padding that goes over the knuckles. I don't know if you see that seam right here. I hate that. Why am I paying this much money for the padding to come apart or overlap and get out of place? You know, give you a closer look. You can see how pronounced it is. That's where the thumb padding is, and it's coming over and overlapping over this main pad right here. I hate that. Why am I paying around $150 for this shit? It's bullshit. It shouldn't be an issue. And like I said, the scaling of the glove, as you can see, and the cushioning, you know, coming apart. What the fuck, Cleto? What the fuck is this bullshit? And I know this one's going to be hard to see, but you can see the stitching kind of coming apart in here. I don't even know how that happens, but nonetheless, it's coming apart. But for the most part, you know, look, if this is around a $70, $80 glove, fine, that's acceptable. I've had these for a little bit, but you're Cleto Reyes. You got to do better than this. And maybe this is just a one-off and the product just, you know, I just got a weird pair of gloves. But another thing I've also noticed, I have other Cleto Reyes gloves and it starts coming apart where this thumb chamber is as well. Paint starts stripping and shit like that. But for the most part, I'll give it some credit here where the strap is. It does make a pretty good strap. Not my favorite in terms of wrist security and support, but it does do a good job of making straps. I've had a few gloves where these straps just come apart quickly, man, but it's pretty good quality. They know how to make it well over here on this part, and the Velcro doesn't start fluffing up and coming apart. So props to them on that. You know, it's all right. It's all right. But here's another concern. You know, the little latch that they put on the thumb to the knuckles, it's coming apart as well. You know, like I said, if this is like a $70 glove, fine, that's excusable. But this is supposed to be one of the top brands. I know Manny Pacquiao has used Cleto Reyes throughout his career. Same dude, you know, trains at Wild Card. A lot of, obviously, big-name fighters use Cleto Reyes. And once again, you know, this is not the actual competition glove, but for everything this company is known for, it should be doing better than this. Some of the pros, though, let's get to that. Well, before we get into that, I hate throwing jabs and crosses in this fucking glove. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just the layout of it all or the way it's constructed and built. I hate throwing jabs and crosses. It's just something about this glove I don't like about throwing straight punches. It's like I don't feel like I'm getting maximum efficiency when I throw jabs and crosses in this glove. But that being said, this glove is fucking awesome to throw hooks in, man. It's fucking awesome. Like, it's almost like you got to trade your jabs and crosses to throw a perfect hook. It's almost, this glove, like it's built to throw hooks. I mean, look how much it curls, this lip right here. Right here, this might be, look how much it curls. I mean, when you throw a hook in sparring or on, especially on the bag, you can hear this sucker, and it's beautiful. The fucking crisp sound, that pop that you get when you hit the bag, pop, pop. You know, it makes a beautiful sound. This glove is built for hookers. If you love to throw hooks, you probably love this fucking glove, because that's one thing I can rave about this glove is it's built to throw the perfect hook. And the padding, you know, obviously this is a puncher's glove, so they try to minimize the padding. And one thing I'll say great about this glove is it protects your hands very well. It protects your hands. I know, you know, like say a guy like Mayweather, he didn't like Cleto Reyes because it didn't give him enough protection. But this is just my personal experience. And obviously it's a puncher's glove for a reason. They're trying to minimize the padding as much as possible. It does a good job considering the padding. It's supposed to have minimal padding, and it's supposed to be a puncher's glove, and it protects my hands very well. I gotta give them a thumbs up on that. I've never had issues with my hands in these gloves, as crazy as that sounds. Never had issues. There's other gloves I have used that fucking kill my hands. I can feel, that stinging sensation or that sharp pain when I throw punches or hit somebody on the top of the skull or hitting the bag consistently. There's some gloves that if I punch with maximum power, it kills my fucking hands. I've never had these issues with these gloves. So props to Cleto Reyes on how they construct these in terms of protecting your hands. I can't speak for the fight gloves, but for the training gloves, they've done a good job. And like I said, the hooks are amazing. It's almost probably because they curl this fucking lip right here so much. Amazing to throw hooks in. Hate to throw jabs and crosses in them. It's some weird feeling about the way they make this glove. I just don't feel comfortable in sparring with them. Wrist support, not really an issue, but there's just something uncomfortable about them and the way your hand is laid out in the glove that I just can't be efficient with my jabs and crosses in these. It's probably because it has such a wide width. And you look at the back here, it's pretty wide, man. Pretty long. That might be part of the reason. But I mean, it is what it is. This is, I think, a glove built for hooking. Another thing I don't necessarily like is kind of where the thumb placement, it's just not my thing, man. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with it. But another good thing is I love the interior of the glove. I don't know what this material is called and what it's lined with, but it doesn't, this type of material doesn't start to stink over time. It does a good job of kind of repelling sweat and not kind of retaining smelly, the smell from your sweat and shit like that. So they do a good job on the inside of the glove. That's one thing I love, is that that doesn't become an issue. Your glove's starting to stink over time or soaking in a lot of sweat and your hands start to get all sweaty and nasty. But another thing I like is the handlebar inside. It's not too bulky, not too thin. As you can see, they got that little bar. Most gloves have that bar. Some don't, though. And it's fairly nice. It's a nice little grip. I know why I don't like this glove. It's almost like it pronounces my hand up like this. My fist. It's almost like it's pronouncing this part of my hand when I put it in the chamber. But that's me. I hate that. But it has such a nice curl to it that when you throw a hook, man, it's beautiful. And that's probably why I don't throw jabs and crosses very well in this boxing glove, is it's almost like it pronounces the ridge of my hand up. Obviously, you don't want to throw a fucking jab or a cross like that. You want those knuckles to be down, But, I don't like this glove. That's my final opinion on it. I don't like it. It's disappointing. For its price point, the quality should be A1. And if the quality was A1, then I'd give it a better review, and I would just notate that it's almost like an acquired taste. It's for somebody who likes caviar. It's for somebody who likes fucking oysters. It's not for everybody, but a lot of people like it. It's probably one of those things you either love or you hate. Personally, this 16-ounce training glove, I'm not a fan of. I don't like it. The quality's disappointing. I don't really think it offers me much other than throwing phenomenal hooks. I do like that it has like this long piece of padding from the top of the glove all the way down to the wrist. It's like almost a shield or armor for your wrist all the way up to the hand. It's pretty cool. It's probably good for wrist support, but it is what it is. If I had to give this 10 stars, considering it's a very expensive glove, I would probably fucking give it probably a 6, man. Probably a 6, maybe even a fucking 5, considering the price point. It should be better. I'm sorry. It should be better. Sorry, Cleto Reyes. I'm sorry. You know, I know I'm going to get an earful from somebody from their company. But, yeah, the glove sucks. It's not for me, but it might be awesome for you. So just notate the things I said. Try it. If you're starting off new to this game, I would definitely not recommend. You don't need to go and fork out $150 for a fucking Cleto Reyes glove. You don't even know if you're going to like the fucking sport just starting off. What you should do, go find around that price point of $80, and I guarantee you'll find something just as good that feels better and that holds for a few years. So, it's your boy HB, final round. Tell me what you think, your experience with the glove. Obviously, notate the size in terms of ounces, whether it's an actual competition glove or a training glove. We need to know all these things so we can share this knowledge in the community. And so people who are starting off or they're just trying to get more knowledge within a certain category get the best interpretation of what we're talking about. But like, subscribe. Trying to build this thing up, man. Up and coming boxer. You know, I'll remember all my subscribers from the beginning. I'm taking count, and I'll be sure to reward you guys as we build. This is your boy HB, final round. Have a good weekend.